low, and Benji secures the Royale. What an amazing performance, Monster, with 105 points and 10 elims, baby.
I just reviewed some of his gameplay. He is very, very, how do I say it, methodical with his decision making on how he takes the fight. He does have the tendency to know when to back up. We didn't see that against Styler in the first interaction, though. He got bodied by Styler in the early game. I wonder if he learned from his mistake that time around, if he's going to slow down the reins and put some respect on the lobby here, Sancho.
No doubt, dude. Adrenaline gets through you, man, and you gotta have sometimes, game one is the tone setter for the rest of the day, and I think, no doubt, maybe that kind of made Benji think a little bit more, but what's more important is to jump on your piggyback on your comment a little bit, is that these people know how to fight in tight quarters, as Benji uses his stealth, right, to get in there and slips right in and gets that 4-point. Benji's still alive, swag alive, drag hanging on the top, but this is where the lobby is going to start falling as Benji picks up an elim right there with the tack. Big time refresher for him as well. He does have a pad, Monster. You mentioned before that a pad could save your resources, especially if you're on the back line trying to make yourself going all the way to the front line. A pad's a great utility, and here we are, Benjyfishy, 46 points, doing really well in day one.
Can't forget, not only is he a good rotator, he's a formidable box fighter as well. Benjyfishy, 3 eliminations, coming back, really picking up the points right now. He's suddenly in the talks here now. He's like in the middle of the pack. He's on track right now for qualification, at least, to set himself up for a good day. Here's Castery, who came through the open quals, someone that we knew probably deserved to be there, as far as deserved to be here today amongst the best. A clear veteran. He was a standout player last week. He's a standout player today. He's playing so well. Benji back on the prowl here, back on the hustle. He has half in, half out. These guys are in a world of trouble right now as they have to cut across. There's no launch pad set in play right now. Benji's just looking for a shot, Sancho.
That's what I was going to say. The only factor is that he does not have a lot of AR to be picking at everybody. So he's going to definitely have to look for an ammo refresh as he's going to continue onward here as Mex jumps onto the high point here. Still on board with Benji. Has 146 AR. May have those opportunities to get some tags that he's looking for. But you said so yourself. At the middle of the pack right now, in the earlier days for the different regions, about 57 or so got you in the top 300. Big old edit right there, and gets that quick dink right there. 4 elims walking right to him, and I think he does get some ammo refresh, so that was a big elimination, and he has the tools in his kit to succeed and do what he does best, Monster.
The ammo, a little bit of material as well, as he's going to have to cross all the way. Notice he's not pushing because he has a launch pad. He has options here. Now he's trying to set up this short pad. I think he's just deciding here. Yeah, he's going to go all the way. He's going to high pad it because of how far he is. He wants to make sure he has just enough time to get all the way to the other side. He's going to land on height to hit a little bit of a crank. So we'll probably find him as the high ruler of this lobby. We'll see in just a bit. Here,
Benji's still on, not quite at the high ground, but he's still up there with Ventus. And as the rest of the lobby is going right over to the south side of the entire map, there's not a lot of contentions in terms of mountains or natural game time. And Benji is sneaking up. The solo sneaking up. Bang! Right in the back with 74. Doesn't get the big time, but follows it up with another big time critical hit. Benjyfishy is on a tear, and he's on the high ground, Monster.
He took the floor. It was his control making it look easy, and Renzi's on a rampage right now. And this is what happens when he fires up. 7 eliminations now, and he's in the end game. This is the scariest place for Benji to be. On height, in the end game, with just enough ammunition in the tank and health to kind of push it through. He doesn't have material, though. He's gonna have to make a big move here. You hear the grappler just firing off right now, and that's where his focus is now turned to. It's Vex, who's just nearby. Take a look here. This is gonna be a good engagement right now. Lucky for him, the zone is going to benefit back into him right here. He might have to jump in for this, yes, because he doesn't have material. He's going to grab it all. Can he get back to height in time? This is the answer. This is the question. It is his. He's back up here now. He's got just enough to take this fight here. Such a crucial elimination for him.
Big time plays for Benji, able to get all that stuff, as you said, Monster. Benji trying to make himself to say to the rest of the lobby, it doesn't matter if you qualified. My name is Benjyfishy, and I'm here to say I'm one of the best players in the EU. You know me, and now I'm going to put yourself in the kill feed as he picks up a big-time flopper, and now he's hanging out, and he has 3. This is going to be a big-time play right here for Benji, and he picks up another E-limb, catching someone with the edit right up exposed. So right now, Monster, he has the grappler. This is entirely up to Benji to hold the rest and get the victory royale.
Picking up that grappler basically seals the deal for Height right now. All he has to do is be hyper cautious of launch patterns, but I don't even think that's going to be an issue because he has material for the end game here. I don't even hear an RPG in play right now. There might not be anyone in the lobby that can stop him at this point. He's basically on a free reign at the top right now. Here's down in the low ground, Kinwin, who does find an RPG with 12 shots, but it's recycled builds. It's all healthy builds. To pierce this RPG through now will just give up his location and be a big risk for him. Let's see though, he readies it up, sets the shot out. He doesn't hit the terrain quite just yet. And now he comes out for the shotgun cherry. Can he find something? Can he connect right here? He needs these. And it's Benji, he comes down, he wants a piece of the action. He just wants more points in the bucket right now. This is his game right here. It's going back up the heel, Sancho.
Oh, I know it's entirely up to him to secure the victory royale, and you said so yourself, the grappler guarantees high, but the RPG is being a big factor right now, but Benji has his opponent really low, and Benji secures the royale. What an amazing performance, Monster, with 105 points and 10 E-limbs, baby.
He turned it all around. He turned it all around.
That is the Benjyfishy we are used to seeing, guys. What up, EU? Let's go game after game.
Get it going. It's time to wrap up EU at least just for day 1. Remember, 2 total days, 20 total games. This is coming towards the end of the first 10. And once again, the spotlight is going to be on Benjyfishy for, I think, the 6th or 7th time in a row at Retail Row, looking to win it out once again, and against new players every single time, Bala.
Yeah. That's the thing with the smaller player pool, but it's still not customs. It's still not that grand finals. You kind of have to be on your toes. You have to be positioning yourself well in early game. And
exactly who he's dealing with now and how confident he is as well. We talked about people on high points making sure that their castle cannot get invaded whatsoever. Right now, Wolfies is trying to just spread that rain all the way over Slurpy Swamps, not landing directly into the POI, but still doing a lot of damage to anyone near him or in between.
And actually, Wolfies placed second in that World Cup in duos against Aqua and Nyrox. Almost overtook them with a crazy performance from him and Rojo. Now against Mage. He cleaned that up, clean edit to get away. And he is riding the momentum. He is riding the wave from that previous game that we just saw. So many eliminations, not quite the win. But things slow down. Mage realizes the pressure that he's up against, and he also has not received any impact. He hasn't gotten a refresh. So he's stuck right now with the mats that he went into the beginning fight against Nyrox.
And that impact becomes so much heavier as these games go on. When people first start the competition, they kind of understand how good an elimination can be, but at the end of the day, it's not going to rattle home. Mage gets sent completely back to that lobby by Wolfies.
He was prepared to make sure that he hit the shot he needed to hit. Rezon does make it happen. Now, we talked about Benjyfishy at the start of this, and this is it. The positioning, he gets in, forces these players in uncomfortable fights to start things off, and then gets all the way in. He's following him up very well.
Very well, and with speed. You talk about position, you'll notice exactly where he picked to finally have this fight. No one else is really in range, at least for this short amount of time, as Benji's working the fight to get in and have a say. Even that third party who finally gets a whiff of it is now, once seeing that it's concluded, not going to bother, especially seeing the elim feed after the fact as to who picked up that player. It's going to be Benji. Kira getting pushed all the way back, wants to play his game out, not has the potential of his loadout, and he always chases to make it even hit heavier. And no controller needed to hit double dinks. He is online right now. You can't have hard mats to stop either. Get a big hit. Benji's still there though. 60 HP to end the fight. He is on a roll.
And don't forget, Nate is in the top 10. Benjyfishy is first. Nikeva, second place. So we're setting up a duel here between Benji and Nikeva and anybody else in that top 10 right now, or possibly in the top 20, as Sancho said moments before. in the previous cast. It only takes one to push yourself up, but that one has to be huge, and you also have to knock out the fish in your way, which is Benji. And he is going to have to use a launch pad here. Sets up the short pad and gets a really, really nice clean cut way into zone.
And now we're going to be moving back and forth through Pleasant Park. A lot of materials, a lot of shields left in the inventory, but one bad decision from Benji or anyone else can send you straight down the depths of low ground. You want to be able to survive up here in mid. You want to make things clean, use as less of materials as possible. Right now, Benji getting really greedy, but at the same time, making the right decisions, not only to be in the right spots, but also take out top players. War going down. Now floppers enter the Storm Master's hand. Benji's going to be moving forward with another launch pad to use in case he wants to. 7th zone gets revealed, bounces all the way back from where he came from, so he gets to have a say on a little bit more of this loot, maxing out his materials as well. Has the RPG in hand, uses it for a drop down, doesn't find it though. A little bit more pressure to play off of, gets ahead of the competition. Right now, he's looking under pressure, but he's handling it really well.
That he is. He's so good in these situations, box to box. You see him low that was Wolfie's number one. He lowers the HP of the wall before he goes in and then gets close, phases in perfectly with a shotgun and cleans up one of the better players in the entire game. And there's the piece control. Fortunately for him, he does escape. It looked like he might have gone down, but he does have the floppers to be able to play with it. And if he needs to, he can dip back in his zone and take the mini shields right before he goes in.
And he's given up that RPG for the additional grappler that we will be seeing used, and picks up another flopper up in the zone. Now actually gets a higher position. I was going to say he might launch pad here, but no, he's just going to rip all the way over to Nekeva. It's going to be the top two having a competition all the way at the top of the server. And although Benji has been knocked down slightly, it's not over yet for this monolith of a man just looking for a way to get straight in. No, this time another escape, another lair change, the 5th one we've seen today, and immediately no more shots on top on his dome whatsoever. He gets to move in freely, gets a chance to kind of think again, get a sense of what's going on around him, and because of that finds another pickup. Benji is playing so methodical, so clean right now, and still getting hit, but finding a way to know exactly where to block, where to move that stair edit. Last flopper now used, it's just him. Umi on height. I think Nekeva got taken out or is now lost in the depths of low ground. Legendary still alive. His aggressivity now playing dividends for his gameplay. Benji actually grappling up, doesn't get to actually have a chance to move all the way to the top, but gets a better position to then fake once again and drop down. He has all the tools, has the position, zone bounces back. He's still not up though, Balla. There's a possibility. This is the 6th dropped attempt, another lair switch. Height is so silent right now. 7 players left alive, and all of them are in their own worlds trying to find a way to clash.
And this is a man with a mission right now. He's explored every option, explored every crack, and finds Legendary hiding in another one. More floppers, literally everything. This guy's mind moves at a speed that nobody can match, and now dipping into zone. Probably not going to use the grappler. He is, yes! Overtakes Umi. Finally, no, it's not even there yet. Still low HP. Umi does get a trade. And the placement points are rolling in heavily right now. 6th place. No more white heels for Benji.
And that's going to be tragic, but still he finds one little pick down of damage onto Umu, who gets taken all the way over. Finally a 1v1 chaos up at low ground, but Benji is the one with the proper position at height, taking out not only one, but a lot of damage onto himself, still being so victorious in that position, being so dominant on height, fighting for it time and time again. That position nets him the victory royale. First place, 9 eliminations. You can't ask for more out of the top player of Europe.
That was ridiculous. And talk about top players. He just proved it. That was Nate. That was Rezon. That was Legendary Zeke. That was insane from Ben.
What's going on, Fortnite fam? We are here with Benjyfishy. What a legend himself. We're hanging out with this guy over in House Party. How you doing, Benji?
I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling. I'm good.
That is good. So glad to have you here. Dude, how does it feel? You had one of the most explosive games showings rather this weekend. How's it feel to be there at the top?
It feels really good. I mean, I don't know. I really like playing solos, and doing good in solos is even better. It's always been my favorite game mode. So yeah, I don't know. It's really fun. Okay,
where is it that you're landing? Like, are you dropping at these mythic POIs? Like, what is it that you are doing that's giving you so much success?
I landed retail in all of my games. I've been dropping there since like the beginning of the season of solos. and I've kind of just stuck with it. I never wanted to go to a mythic POI since those are normally like really contested and they're sort of hard to fight at. But I'm really good at fighting at retail, and I normally get good loot from it. So yeah, I land there every game.
Dude, that is so awesome. Now, of course, you've got fans all over the world adding Fishy to their names. You've got people throwing around the classic double thumbs up Benjyfishy. What do you want to say to the world, you know, that have not, like, since you've been on the scene and been supporting you? What do you want to say to all the fans?
I just appreciate everyone, man. Like, I wouldn't be in the position that I am, like, without any of the people that support me. Yeah, I just love everyone.
That's awesome, Benji. I want to give you a second to, Cam, did you want to ask a question?
Yeah, I was going to say, Benji, so now I have to ask, you're getting your feet wet with solo a little bit in actual competitive mode. How would you rank solos, duos, trios, squads? What are your favorite to play?
So my personal favorite is solos. I know a lot of pros might question me on that, but I think, yeah, my 100% favorite is solos. Then I think next would be trios. Third would be duos, and last would be squads.
Nice.
There you go. There you go. Well, Benji, you want to open up to let you plug anything, you know, send people your YouTube, your Twitter, whatever it is. Floor is yours, my friend.
Yeah, I mean, just Benjyfishy on everything. Just uploading like daily on YouTube pretty much, so make sure to go sub to that. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
There you go. Benji, thank you so much for coming on, talking with us. We appreciate you taking that time. Guys, if you're not following Benjyfishy, you need to do it. He's an absolute legend. Benji, best of luck in your games tomorrow. We hope to see from you soon. And don't forget to put on more of a show tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll do. Thank you, guys. Cool.
All right, take it easy, Benji.
Cool. See you guys.
We'll see you later, man. There you go. And there you go. Over on House Party, Benjyfishy. What a legend, that guy. But first, we gotta know who stood above the rest, and it is none other than Benjyfishy there at the top, Sundown. 250 points and 2 victory royales to his name.